Hey guys, I'm back for my yearly Star Wars merchandise review. Last year I started this series with the Rogue One bucket and cup. I still have it. I use it every day for my snack storage facility. So today we're gonna talk about the bucket and the cup for Star Wars: The Last Jedi. So let's start with the bucket over here. So immediately we notice a big improvement over the Rogue One bucket. The Rogue One bucket here was quite boring. It just had it didn't have any stars. Now you see they fixed that. It's Star Wars, so they've added little stars. I don't know if you could see them, but they've added little stars to the bucket to make it more like Star Wars. Not only that, but they've had quite a deviation from previous Star Wars buckets and films, where instead of the yellow text, we now have red text. And actually, today's going to be a double feature because I still have my bucket from The Force Awakens. I just gotta find it. I don't know if it's in my closet or not. Shit. Hold on. I gotta find it real quick. Maybe I don't have the bucket from The Force Awakens, but I have a cup. I have my Force Awakens cup. Now, the Force Awakens cup I still think is the highest quality cup. I think that The Last Jedi I think going by the cup, I'll bring this over here so we can compare it to the cup from The Last Jedi. Here we go. So we're gonna get back to that in a moment, but let's talk more about the bucket. So we got popcorn in here. So the red text is really unique from the usual yellow text. More kind of like the movie itself, but I'm not going to talk about. I don't care about that. I'm more interested in the bucket. I also like that they keep the tradition though. It's different, but it keeps the tradition because, like in the last Star Wars themed thing, they have the text between the star and the wars. So overall, I'd say this is a quality bucket. It's a big step up from Rogue One's bucket. Don't remember I don't remember the Force Awakens bucket, but I think it was probably a high quality bucket. Now let's move this out of the way so we can talk about the thing you all came here for, the cup. So the Star Wars the Last Jedi cup is quite cool. I think I'm still trying to, I can't really decide if I like it more or less than the Force Awakens cup, because the Force Awakens cup has this really nice black interior, whereas this one has a white interior. And then just take off the lid here. Sorry, this is one of those fucking stupid hyper lids. See, it's got this white interior, makes it feel more cheap, and I don't know, I don't think it's worth my money as much, but it's still a high quality cup. It's made out of like what feels like a weaker material than the Force Awakens cup, but it's less shiny. But there is this really cool image on the back with Kylo Ren and Luke Skywalker and a tiny person. I don't know if that's the right verbiage. But we still have the Force Awakens cup with it has its imagery and its Coke promotion. But the Coke promotion on this one is a lot different than the last one, because this Coke promotion is in a bottle, whereas this one's in a glass. I do much prefer drinking out of a bottle than a glass, so I'll say that this gets bonus points for that. He kind of looks like Anakin Skywalker under the right light. He looks more like Anakin Skywalker than Kylo Ren. So I like this cup a lot. I'm not as much of a fan of the silver as I am the nice, shiny, reflective red of the Star Wars Force Awakens cup. But the Last Jedi cup is a high-quality cup, I will say. I like it a lot more. I like that it takes risks. The Last Jedi cup is really cool. It takes a lot of risks. You know, I know a lot of people expect yellow text on their Star Wars cups, and I know that's a big deal. So they probably had to go through a lot of people at Disney to get that red text for the cup. So I'm really proud of them for that, for taking the big risk. And I do like seeing Mark Hamill's face, but I don't like that it's offset from Kylo's, so it kind of looks weird. I don't like that much. But they do have a small person on this cup, too. I just noticed. They have a tiny guy there and a tiny little lady here. So overall, I'd give this cup a solid 8 out of 10. This is an 8 out of 10 cup. I still don't know if it's as good as the Force Awakens cup, but I'll say it's a high quality cup, and I definitely recommend getting this cup for your Star Wars experience if you haven't already. This is a really, really nice cup, and and it's a nice bucket too. It's a nice bucket, way better than the Rogue One bucket. The Rogue One bucket was really disappointing, so I would recommend just get the Last Jedi cup and bucket. I think it's worth your money. All right, thank you for watching my Star Wars merchandise review. I'll get it. I'll keep you up to date with the Han Solo bucket and soda drink beverage. All right, thanks for watching. Adios.